All right, here we go. Welcome to our Monday night team call, everyone. Tonight we are super excited because we are just continuing our series of going through our brand new rep launch system, which is through the freedomrevolution.com website. And that's really what our company has created for us to make it a really smooth, seamless, and duplicatable process to bring on new reps. And tonight, before we really jump into the trainings on hosting events and inviting to events, we want to first show you some of the updates we've made to our PlantStrongLife.org website. And Casey's going to share with you some of the updates she's made, and we're really trying to streamline our team website with the Freedom Revolution and also complement it with some additional support pieces that Casey is going to share with you guys. So I'm going to turn it over to Casey, and she can share that with you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. So tonight, before we roll into the PlantStrong Life, one quick announcement I wanted to share with everybody so you can share with your teams as we're getting the word out. I'm going to screen share real quick that I am hosting a Shred 10 preview for our June group. It looks a little different than normal because we are actually going to host it as essentially a 4-week detox. So it's called, it says Detox Preview with the Healthy Living Revolution. And the idea is that we're going to run 2 shred groups in the month of June. It's going to be in one group versus an event. So you will get an invite to that. But as for this preview, so this is perfect timing because we're going to have this event starting next week. You guys are going to really get prepared tonight to invite for events. We really want to make this June shred a big shred. You know, going in summer, sometimes people's businesses tend to sleep, but really people are still looking to take care of their health, especially going into summer. They're conscious of what their body looks like and how they feel. So this is going to be an amazing event. It's going to run as 2 kind of shreds. So it'll run from June 4th until June, I believe it's 15th. Let me just double check. June 4th to June 15th. We will take off Saturday and Sunday for Father's Day weekend, and then we will start back up on the 18th and run through the 29th, essentially going into 4th of July weekend, preparing people for 4th of July. So invite your teams, get prepared for tonight, because tonight's really going to set you up for success to invite to this event and grow your customer base or start your team's customer bases up. The other thing then I'm going to transition straight into is the PlantStrongLife.org website update. So as we've had the Freedom Revolution roll out, we wanted to make sure that we had some resources available to each of you for not only for your new teammates, for them to go to, but for you as their upline to go to. And so when you jump onto the PlantStrong Life website, when you scroll over the Our Mission, there's going to be 2 new drop downs. There's going to be a Launch Your Franchise. This is for your new sponsored teammate to go into. Okay, so when you click that, password protected just like normal, go PlantStrong, all lowercase, one word. And it's going to take you into the 3 steps to launch your franchise. The first one is going straight into the Freedom Revolution. And really what this is doing is setting you guys up so that your new teammate is equipped. They need to spend an hour doing this, filling out their starter guide, and then at the very end, watching all the videos, filling it out, saving it, and sending it to their sponsor so that the sponsor can get it ultimately to the upline to help them get started. Then you'll plan a strategy call, then they'll set up their DMO. And there's additional resources down at the bottom. I'm not going to go through it, but it's all stuff that was here previously. It's just set up a little differently. There is one new addition. It is a verbiage template, and this is for outreach. And there's all kinds of different approaches. It's for cold call, immediate family and friends to get started. There's all kinds of resources there. And it will continue again to get streamlined to fall in line with the Freedom Revolution to invite to these Freedom Revolution calls. So that's for your new teammates when they as their resource. Now, when we go back to Our Mission and we click Launch New Teammate, this is for you guys. This is for someone who's launching a new business partner. Okay, so when you click that, again, password protected, go PlantStrong, all lowercase, one word. You're going to pop in here, and these are the steps that you follow as the sponsor. Okay, so this is as you, if I'm sponsoring Susie directly, these are the step-by-steps that I am going to go through to help lead Susie. And this is simply so that we can equip you guys and streamline the process, just like Michelle said, so that what we're doing is really duplicatable, that what we're doing is the same thing over and over and over, and again, falls in line with the Freedom Revolution. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to tell your teammate, go through the Freedom Revolution trainings. You really don't need to get the, once they've committed to doing this business, we don't really need to do anything else other than get them equipped to do their starter guide and go through these videos. Then they'll do a strategy call. This is lined out for you guys as to what a strategy call should look like to really equip this person as for their next steps. And you'll do this with your upline. If your upline's not available, it's lined out here for you so that you don't have to wait or make it inconvenient. You can really take this on yourself. It's really going to set them up for success. There's a Google Sheets template. If those of you that aren't familiar with Google Sheets, it's an option to use to keep track of their memory jogger for them. There's a step-by-step of how to utilize it. Step 3 is adding them to social media, right? So we're going to add them to Facebook. We're going to add them on Voxer. We're going to create, we're going to do a welcome post for them, and we're going to help them craft their like launch social media post as well. And then last but not least, helping set up their DMO. I think this is probably the biggest struggle new teammates have, is that they don't really know what to do day to day. And so, I know in the beginning we tend to do a lot of sharing right away, but beyond that, what are they doing to maintain their business and keeping that momentum? So helping them set a DMO based on their goals. So take the time to go through this. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and post them, on our team Voxer, or send me a Voxer in particular. I want to make sure that we're really equipping you guys to use this. It's pretty straightforward. I've really typed out all that you really need. So I know that sometimes we want to make things more difficult than they really are, but I promise it's so streamlined. It's going to be super simple for each of you. So from here, I am going to, actually, I'll show you guys this link real quick since we are going to go into the Freedom Revolution. Share screen one more time. So if you've got a new teammate who's launching their franchise and they go to this page, they can literally click straight on this link and to go straight to the Freedom Revolution. So from here, then they'll be able to put in the password and get started. So just so you guys know, it's literally straight linked from the PlantStrong site. So it's easy and quick and straight to the point. So Michelle, I'll let you take it from here.
Awesome. Well, let's give Casey a round of applause for updating our website. I've been a little preoccupied trying to get back into the swing of things. And so she has been amazing, and she went and streamlined all of this for us and spent her time just investing in our team. So we're so grateful for you, Casey. So now we're going to jump into events. And so I am going to share my screen. We're going to go to the Freedom Revolution. Oh, I need to pull it up. We're going to go to thefreedomrevolution.com. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to go to the Getting Started page. Let me pull this down. And we're going to start with the next video in our series. The password is revolution, lowercase. So we've already talked about making our list. We've talked about building our story, our product, and the business story. And now we're going to learn tonight about how to have awesome events. And when you want to have an event, you've got to be an effective inviter in order to get people there and make them successful. So here we go.
Well, hi, everyone. I am Danette Blair, and I am a National Marketing Director here in New Braunfels, Texas. And we are in the beautiful kitchen of my friend, Lori Kendall, who's also National Marketing Director here in New Braunfels. And we've been working with the Juice Plus Company for 6 years now. And so we're here to talk to you about events because, well, over 6 years, we've done a few. We have done a few, yes. And in fact, Lori came to my very first event that I ever had. I was brand new to the business. I had no idea what I was doing. Like many of you are brand new to this business. But what I did was I had that event. And you know what? She can't remember a darn thing that I said then, but she knew I was talking about health and wellness and about fruits and vegetables. I did. And so she knew to come back to me, smart woman. And so it was really fun. About a month after that event, she joined me in this business, and we still at that point didn't know what to do for events. So what do you do when you don't know? you just fly by the seat of your pants.
Okay, so we decided it would be a good idea to get matching Juice Plus shirts. They were purple. And then we had they had this little Juice Plus basket, very cute, with a handle. And so we filled it with samples, and we went door to door telling our friends and family about our upcoming event, our open house we were having, and just about Juice Plus.
So that is how our business started. We don't recommend going door to door like we did, unless you have some really good friends who would totally appreciate that. But what we found in those very early months is that the heart and soul of your business is going to be built around having those events and those connections. And that's really where relationships are built and belief about the product is built with those that you're introducing Juice Plus to, that you're introducing the business to. And it also helps strengthen your belief as you continue on in these in your events. And we've had lots of events right here in this kitchen, and we share recipes, we do workshops where we get to teach people how to, all sorts of things.
We did all sorts of things. We taught people how to prep for smoothies. We did overnight oats. We've done a kombucha party. We've done fitness parties.
Really, whatever's
limitless. Whatever you're interested in will work.
Absolutely. Just invite people over to learn something that's going to improve their health and wellness, and then weave Juice Plus into it. And we find that those events really are well attended, and people really, really enjoy them. But let's say workshops are not your thing. Lori and I built quite a bit of our business just having coffee with people. Every Saturday morning we would meet at the coffee shop, and we would just invite a couple friends just to have coffee.
That was my favorite. I think that was my favorite event that we would have, because we did not really have an agenda. We just invited people truly to just develop relationships. And because they know what we do, we know that we love health and fitness, the conversation would always go there. So it made it super easy to share what we do with them.
Yes, still one of my favorite things, mostly because I like coffee and I like hanging out with people. So you let your imagination kind of go and just kind of do what really works for you and what really fits in with your lifestyle and the way you're living. Just to give you guys some more ideas of some events that you guys can put on your calendar, take a look at our virtual office, and if you click on events, you can put in your zip code, and it'll tell you if corporate is going to be sending like a health professional to your area. Those are amazing events because big beliefs are built at those events when you get health professionals coming to your area. And we always try to invite really big to those. One of the smartest things you can do is get someone you want to introduce Juice Plus to on the phone with the person that invited you into this business, because chances are they really know how to ask good questions and really share Juice Plus in a very simple way that will get people really interested in what you have to offer. But one of the things that I love to do, and I think this is one of the big differences between Lori and I, is she's very much an in-home, let's have a party kind of girl.
I do kind of like to have parties.
And I built most of my business by having online events. Mm-hmm. So if you are really into social media, don't discount the power that you can have there at having events and inviting people into finding out more information about what you have. I think one of the best things we ever did was partner up. If you can find a buddy in this business to do events with, that makes it so much more fun and enjoyable, and you've got somebody who hang out with as you build your business, and that's really cool. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to get with the person that invited you into this business and sit down with your calendars and come up with some times where you can do some of these events, whether it's an in-home event or a Freedom Revolution call where you get on the computer and talk with your friends and family about what it is that you've got yourself into. Just have some fun with it. Have some fun, get those events on the calendar, see what else is going on in your area. What's really cool is there's always events either going on online or in your community, and you can just plug right into them. And so coming up next is the amazing Leslie Shermack. She's going to teach you guys how to invite into these events so that you have a great crowd to talk to.
Okay, so a couple thoughts on, excuse me, I have the hiccups, you guys. A couple thoughts on this. So a couple things I love. Number one, she said you do events that work for you. So you do you, if it's getting coffee with people, if it's having people into your home, if it's meal prepping, if you already do those things, then invite people to come alongside of you. If you already go get coffee, if you make an awesome cappuccino at your house, have people over for coffee. If you love having wine, have people over for wine. If you want to do like a health presentation, or you want to do a tasting or a sampling, there's so many ways to bring people into this business and to have events. And I think people are scared of doing events because they think they have to have a perfect house and a perfect kitchen and all of that. But I'll tell you, I've done events in like a 900 square foot townhome. I've done events in an RV. I've seen people have like 20 people and, less than 1,000 square feet. And any place where you're gathered together and you're connecting and you're talking about our products and our business, and you're making it fun and you're developing the relationship, that is an event. And so I just want to encourage you guys. The second thing that I love that she said is find a buddy. Doing events with a buddy. You may not have team in your area. If you do, we encourage you to get together. Do what they like. Have them come do what you like, and you're going to be better together. If you don't have a teammate on your team, we encourage you to find a sideline buddy. There's lots of groups on social media. You can ask, are there any other reps in this town? And you might be able to find someone that way. And then lastly, I love that she said, when you're new, you just need to get your calendar out and schedule it. And Casey included this on our launch page. She said on your strategy call, come with your calendar, because that's going to be an important thing to help you get your HLP and your 2,000 plus in the 30 or 60 days. So next we're going to learn how to invite people to these events that we're having. So let's go back to this page.
Hello, my name is Leslie Shermack, and 15 years ago, I was at a crossroad with my health. When my family started taking Juice Plus, we started feeling better, having more energy, eating better, and we really did not go to the doctor very much. And that gave me peace of mind as a mom. When I joined this company, I was not looking for another job, and I did not want to sell anything to my friends and family. But I wanted to be part of something bigger than myself. And when I knew that I could give back to the community and be part of a company that was giving hope for health and hope to help families in financial situations, I really took the journey. And I'm so grateful this day that we have, because it has really allowed my husband and I to have different plans for our future. And this residual income has allowed us to say yes to more things that are important to us. So right now you have made your list, you've developed your story, and you've got some events on the calendar. So now you are ready to start inviting. I would love for you to remember to be authentic and sincere, and picture the process as you're inviting, as you're texting or calling people, all the way through picturing them at the event. We are offering a gift, and if we make it more about them and less about the outcome, then they're going to feel that energy, and then they are really going to know that you care more about who they are and the results that they get than actually what they buy. Schedule time to invite. So important to do that. You are going to be inviting through text messages, Facebook, and also phone, and over invite. The ratio really is about 10 guests per 40 invites. So remember that and just over invite. Build up excitement for these events. I like to tell people to be 10% more excited than you normally are. And keep in mind that we are contacting our friends and family and our prospects. We're sending them an invite as a confirmation, and then we're connecting with them again to remind them about the event. Once we have that down, we're going to think about how to contact that person and make it into personal invite and a personal connection. It can be as simple as saying, I thought about you because, but you can attach something to that, like this. Hey there, how are you? Say, I was just thinking about you because I know you are health conscious. I know that you were wanting to get better sleep. I know that your kids are starting football. Once you do that, we go into the, if I could show you, would you? So at this point, you're going to be inviting them into one of your events or offering to look at a video, and it might sound something like this. So I'm curious if you want to come to a wine and wellness. I'm having a few friends over. We'll be sampling smoothies, hearing health stories, learning about a simple way to get more fruits and vegetables in the diet. And you know what? The transformation my family had is amazing. My husband doesn't even drink his afternoon Cokes anymore. So would you like to come over and learn more? So you can see that when you share one little change about what's happened, that can also give them that connection, and it can be just fun and simple and easy. What if they say no? Well, it's okay to ask them, may I ask why? Because then you could probably help them overcome an objection. More often than not, people are saying no because either it's not the right timing for them, or they've just started a product, or they're really busy at this time. Most of the time, it's not because they're saying no to you. It's just because it's not the right time for them. Once you have done that, you want to get a commitment. And that means not that, well, I might show up, or I'll try to make it. Usually that means no. So what we want to do is say, hey, I'm having a few get-togethers. Why don't you just come on over, see what it's about, and you can decide if it's for you or not. This really empowers your prospect to be able to say yes or no, and it makes them feel good knowing that, hey, you know what, this might just actually be fun. So let's say they say, yeah, sure, we want to do that. At any time possible, I'm going to encourage you to offer 2 events, because our brain goes yes or no, or this or that. It's easier for them to choose one of the events that you have them to invite to. So, hey, I'm having an event on Tuesday or Wednesday. Which one works for you? They say Tuesday, you say, great. I can't wait till you meet. And this is where you're going to edify your sponsor or the speaker that you are going to go see, that you're inviting them to. So important to do that, because you're allowing your prospect, again, to have another connection, and also to look forward to and being introduced to the person that you just talked about. Then you're going to say, so I have you down for Tuesday. I'll send you an invite as a confirmation and be contacting you the day before. There's that contact, send, contact again. So for those people that can't make it to an event, and you want to offer a video then, or you're offering a video, you want to get that commitment. It's going to sound like this. Okay, if I send you a video, when do you think you can watch it? By Tuesday? Okay, perfect. So if you watch it on Tuesday, would Wednesday morning or Thursday afternoon work to touch base? Because I would love to hear what you liked best. Again, you are putting the what would you like, I would like to hear what you liked best in their mind. So you are wanting to know how they feel about what the product is and how they feel about the information. So they say Wednesday morning. Again, here you're offering 2 times. Great, I have a 9:30 or an 11. 11 works for me. Okay, I'll send you the video and call you at 11 on Wednesday, and then I'm going to send you a quick text on Tuesday to remind you. Have a great day. This might feel a little foreign to you, but I want you to remember that this is practicing and trusting that the right people are going to come along and that the right people will say yes. The more you practice, the better it's going to feel. Your next steps is to refer to your starter guide for additional examples on inviting verbiage. Customize a script to take with you to your getting started meeting, for your startup meeting, before you begin. Very important. And be sure to watch the next video on social media. So thank you again for being here, and good luck to you.
Okay, so just a couple highlights that I really wanted to reiterate that she said. Schedule time to invite. I think especially with online events, we can put them together so quickly and then just kind of rapidly try to invite people and not make a list of the people, not keep track of who said yes, who said no, who didn't respond. And then a lot of our time and our effort is wasted because we're not doing our due diligence and taking the time to be organized and plan the outreach, plan the response, and to follow up with people. Over invite, we always over invite. Your ratio may not be 10 to 40 invites, it may be 10 to 30 or 10 to 20, but you have to have a couple of events, 5 to 10 events before you really know what your invite ratio is going to be. Be excited. I love that. You should be so excited that people are like, I don't even care what they're doing. I just want to come, because she is so excited. And then contact, send, contact. This has been a rule of thumb since I started 8 years ago. It hasn't changed. You want to reach out, see if they're available, send them the invitation, and then reconfirm that they're definitely coming. And then always invite personally. That's the number one mistake new people make when they have a Facebook party or they have some kind of event. They send out an email or they send a mass Facebook message or they just hit invite, and people they feel like a number. They feel like you're just trying to sell them something when you do that. If you go to them personally and say, Susie, I thought of you because of this. I know this about your son, and I think it could really benefit him. She's going to be like, oh, well, I'll check it out because she thought about me. And we want to be the people, the team, the company, the product that cares about people and values them so that they know that they are not just a number. Offer 2 events. I love that, which works for you. When your follow-up, offer 2 times, and then just practice this and trust the process, because we've been doing it for a long time. It obviously works. You just have to figure out what works for you, what version of this. So I'm going to stop here. We have a few minutes, and I wanted to just see if anyone has thoughts on either of the videos or on the new launch pages on our website. If you have questions, or if you have seen any of these things play out that they shared that you want to share with us. Does anyone have thoughts or ideas?
I have a question, Michelle.
Sure.
Maybe I missed it when Casey was, I was a little distracted when she first started talking, but so when we send that email, that welcome email, and it has the new team launch link in there, that takes them to, are we still doing that, or like the email?
I'll just chime in on that. I didn't include that, and Michelle and I can talk about this, but really the reason why I didn't include it is that because we have the Freedom Revolution, I didn't want there to be so many barriers to get them to it. So I wanted them to just be able to go to PlantStrong Live, since everybody can go there now. And then they just walk through, I'm launching my franchise. And so that way it's just very simple, streamlined. And the other thing I've learned personally, I don't know if anybody else had this problem, but I'll send an email and they're like, oh, I missed your email, or so that now there's just less boundaries and less things to get through.
Yeah, I would say that whatever way of getting them to the PlantStrong Life website is best for them. If it's email, if it's text, if it's a Facebook message, just send them directly there. If you want it to be in an email and they're okay with that, I just don't know if the link in the email is now still, if it still goes to an actual page, since Casey changed some things. So
Okay.
you may have to relink it if you do the email. Copy the link and put it in there. Or you can just type in the PlantStrong website in an email. Use the same verbiage if you like that verbiage.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you.
Great question. Anyone else? You guys going to be rockstar inviters? Anyone have an event coming up that they're excited about, that they could use some of these inviting principles to?
Yeah, the shred preview.
Definitely the shred preview. Schedule time to invite. You know in advance that it's coming up. It's basically a week from today, right?
Yes, it's a week from today. And then also, if nobody caught it, there is a Freedom Revolution every Thursday night at the same time. So that's something that you guys can put recurring in your calendar. That myself and some sidelines have organized. We just realized our whole teams could just really benefit from having one consistent call a week. Mm-hmm. And again, just like they just equipped us, like even if they can't come, then you have next steps. So really, you're all encompassing, going to have some good things to plug into, this week, every Thursday, but especially with the detox coming up, or the Shred 4-week program.
Perfect. And there's going to be some more images for the 4-week, probably. Yeah. So definitely start pushing now. People are thinking about what they're going to do for their summer. People are getting out of school. The chaos is about to slow down. And so now's the time you need to have your list and start thinking about who you're going to invite to the June shred, because it'll be here before we know it. And we want to be the team that's thoughtful and prepares ahead and builds into those relationships. And if you're contacting them now, you're going to give them time to think about it and get their orders in and be able to start the first shred or the second, or maybe do both. So that's all we got for you guys tonight. We hope you feel equipped to go out to host events, to invite to events. And we hope that now everything is streamlined for you to use the PlantStrong website to support the Freedom Revolution and what you guys are doing. So go out and, like we learned this morning on the prayer call, make disciples, and we'll see you guys next time. See you next Monday. Bye, guys. I'll unmute you. See ya.